You know the difference between me and Zabelna, you guys? Mrs. Fitzbiggen does not suffer sarcasm from her familiars. That kind of sass would not fly.
Well, I haven't seen your familiars talk either.
You haven't seen her familiars talk to her either, have you? They're not required to not sass you. They're not your familiars.
I teach my familiars manners. My friends know that my familiars would never sass them.
I don't know if I want to break the cauldron just because we've been told it's a very powerful magic item, and I fear repercussions from doing so.
He tells you that he says you might be able to get into the tower in the central thing and bypass the League of Malevolence if you look around the second floor. You're currently on the third floor, which is just consists of like the towers, basically. This tower.
So the second floor would be this.
It's this floor right here.
Yeah, this didn't work. This floor. Okay.
So basically, he's telling you just go back down, get off right here, and then like go look around. You might be able to find a way into the, to bypass the League of Malevolence.
Well, our first goal needs to be to free this owl.
Okay. The aviary
definitely
is
first on the docket because that's how we solve this Jabberwock problem.
Well, he tells you that you can use the Snickers. You can use Snicker Snack to fight.
We could, or we could free this owl, and then the owl will chase the Jabberwock away.
It has to be the other way around.
You free the owl. He's telling you that the Jabberwock, the owl will not come into the building to chase the Jabberwock. You're gonna have to, if you go that route, you're gonna have to lure the Jabberwock outside to be chased by the owl. He goes, but if you can get the Jabberwock outside, the owl will hone in on it and chase it away.
Oh, I can get that Jabberwock outside.
All right.
I want to go with this plan just because I don't have no idea how Mrs. Fitzbiggins is planning on doing this, but I'm curious.
I'm really goddamn fast. That's how I'm going to do it.
All right. He tells you. Are you planning on? Are you going back down to the first floor?
I don't know where the aviary is.
Let's find the aviary first.
Yeah. Let me overwrite this because I think that it is on the first floor. He tells you that the aviary is in this corner of this over here.
Okay.
And that basically, well, here, let me go ahead and just, because you got the information. He tells you that the aviary is in the corner of the map over here, and that there is a door here that should be unlocked, but the door is, so this right here is a cage, and Bloody Beak is in here. And he says Bloody Beak is not supposed to attack. He's not supposed to attack, humanoids. But he kind of shrugs at you with his little froggy shoulders.
What about the Haregons? Like Mrs. Fitzbiggen?
He shrugs.
Yeah.
He goes, well, wild animal. What the animal's supposed to do and what it, does, two different things. He's basically like getting you to sign a waiver by going in there and freeing this owl.
I can tell this owl exactly what we need it to do. Like I'm not worried about this owl.
Right.
Okay.
You speak to animals.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. That's actually going to be really useful. Okay, so are you guys going back downstairs?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, all right, you could do that. Never mind. I like this plan. Let's go.
So are you going this way or this way?
I would go this way.
All right.
It wouldn't help to scout. Wouldn't hurt to scout the path to the ballroom either way. So.
Agreed.
Well, I just assume that this is exactly what happened, and it goes away from where we want.
As you step into the banquet hall, paintings of fey creatures and the mounted heads of majestic elf with golden horns decorate the walls In the middle of the hall, a deformed giant squats at the head of a table piled with food. The grease-stained tablecloth is tucked under the giant's chin, and she washes down each slobbering mouthful with food in a gulp from a barrel of beer. A tea cart in one corner of the banquet hall has an iron kettle and a tureen of steaming soup resting on doilies atop it.
Is this giant animate?
Yes.
Oh. That's an interesting development.
So do we have to sneak past this giant then?
When you step in the giant immediately demands that you bring her cake. 8 tiers high, lit with blood red candles and icing as white as snow. He goes, if you leave and come back without it, I will gobble you up instead. See if you taste as sweet as you look.
You know what? I think we can probably just kill this giant.
So, what's
And to be fair, there is a cake right there. Right behind you.
There's a cake right here.
I know, but it's like the principle of the thing.
Does the cake fit the description?
Close enough for government. It's close enough. I don't know. You'll have to see.
I use my glove puppet to cast minor illusion and make the cake fit the description.
Okay, that's fine.
Then roll the cake up to the giant.
All right. She snatches up the cake and settles down and starts to eat it. And this is a very large cake, by the way. This cake is so large. You guys have no problem moving it as a group.
Mm-hmm.
It's on a cart. But like this cake is so large that it's actually going to take this giant a little while to eat. In case there is a door right here. And while this giant is eating, she is paying you no mind.
Okay. I say let's go through then. While we have the opportunity.
Do we want to go straight to our goal, or?
Yeah, let's settle this owl thing first and deal with other stuff as it comes up.
Okay.
All right. So this is the hall you're in, and you can kind of see the doors there. This is a crown door. This door right here. Looking at it, it's got an elk symbol on it, so it is currently unlocked. This is the hallway right there.
Is this why you hate this dungeon? Is these stupid doors?
I will go over that later.
Treble has a whole PowerPoint ready to show us.
It's not a PowerPoint.
The last 30 minutes of the dungeon is just...
It's a power rant.
But there is a spreadsheet involved.
Okay. So, going into P20 here. An enormous owl stands perfectly still in the middle of this room, its wings partially outstretched. A wall of iron bars stretching from floor to ceiling forms a protective barrier around the chamber's entrance, keeping visitors separated from the owl. The wall across from the double door has a 20-foot wide circular opening sealed with hinged semicircular windows and wrought iron frames. The marble floor is littered with the bones of giant rats.
Can either Mrs. Fitzbiggen or I fit through these bars? We're small.
I would say... So the bars are 1 foot apart. Do you have the ability to squeeze through a space 1 foot wide, you would say?
I mean, I'm a 6 foot tall person, and I could probably fit through something that has like a 2 foot gap. Leonardo's 3 feet tall. I don't know.
I would say that there is a gap wide enough for a small character or a thin medium character to squeeze through. So probably not Belshan or Turvum, but you or Miss Fitzbiggins are fine. I would say.
Leonardo weighs 32 pounds, so like he's not substantial in any way.
You can also Misty step through it, of course, or any kind of teleportation.
I recently learned that I have to take damage in order for that effect to occur. I think I've already used it for the day.
I mean, we could just go. We could just go around.
Yeah, okay.
We could just go around and open the window, like suggested, since we have the password for it.
You do have the password. It's
Kansas.
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 Oh, that's right.
Kansas.
Well, I'm
that's
just
right.
gonna. Well, the owl's in the room. Yes.
yes,
Yep.
the owl is in the room.
Get the owl's attention.
Well, it's frozen.
It's frozen
Owl's
inside.
frozen.
Oh, okay.
Frozen in time.
Yeah.
Who's gonna? So Leo, you're gonna unfreeze it.
I could, but I'd have to run back rather quickly. Do you think you can get its attention?
It's frozen.
No, once it's unfrozen.
Yeah, that's the plan. I don't want to sneak up on this owl.
Right. Leonardo is going to. So Leonardo is intelligent, but he probably doesn't know much about animals. What would approaching it from the side or the front, or which direction would be most likely to give him a chance to quickly scramble back through the bars, and
This
not be
owl-
like, "Oh, surprise, chomp."
This owl is taking up most of the room. There is nowhere in this room on this side of the bars this owl cannot reach you.
Can you reach through the bars to unfreeze
Yeah,
it?
can we do this from the other side of the bars?
No, because the owl is
No, I mean
The-
that's fine. Yeah, if it's like this,
basically
big.
the way like you're looking at like this creature is tall, but yeah, something like that.
like
It's
that.
like
I don't
yeah.
know.
You can't reach him from the bars.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I can't let this shape go. What have you drawn?
I tried to draw like
Yeah, that's
I don't know.
what
I
thought.
tried to draw sadness and despair.
In-
Anyway, I'll come in the middle and I'll tap it on the beak. Sorry,
so
go
I need
ahead.
to know the thing. Are you guys opening the door before or after? Are you going? Like you speak to the like Mrs.
I'm going to speak to
Fitzbiggen
the owl first.
Okay.
If we open the door, it might leave, and then we're sunk.
Right.
Yeah. So
So you're both in here, right?
Oh yeah.
All
Unless
right.
Leo just wants me to do the thing.
All right.
no, actually, no. Miss Fitzbiggen, go ahead and stay behind the bars.
Why?
Because the second it damages me, I'll just teleport back here.
Well, I need to be out here because I need this thing to know that I'm not afraid of it.
All right, let me get the stat block of this attack.
Fair
and
enough.
get these dice.
It's an animal, not a monster.
Help you in that case. Yeah.
And if he asks if you understand, for the love of God, say yes. Otherwise, we'll be here all day.
So you guys know that the creature's true name is Bloody Beak, and you can use the unicorn horn to freeze it from the temporal
Correct.
stasis. Do you do so?
Yes.
Okay. The owl, which is spreading its wings, pulls them down, looks at you, sees both of you standing there. I need to roll initiative because this owl is definitely 100% going to attack you.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, I assumed as much.
Okay. Oh, that's the Jabberwock.
That's
Really?
Okay, I guess that's what I rolled.
All right. So
That's fortunate.
I'm just going to grab one of these.
Oh, I don't care who goes first.
I rolled initiative, and I'm going to put myself right where I belong.
This stat block is really weird. He's got a +0 to his initiative for like a bird. That seems weird to me. But anyway, there you go. So it's the two of you. Whoever wants to go first, just figure that out.
I think Miss Fitzbiggen.
Who has the higher
first.
dexterity?
I have 16.
Then he's first. Mine's 15.
All right.
I pumped my wisdom when we leveled up.
I will retreat after taking the disengage action.
Okay. So we'll say that he's in this. How many feet is a gargantuan creature? Like, that's huge.
It's
no
like
huge. That's like this big, isn't it? Because that's 20 feet across. I
I
think.
think it's 20. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if it's any bigger than that, it's not getting out those doors.
Oh, you're right.
Right.
You're right. You're right. So that's
Yeah.
probably correct because he's a gargantuan creature. Anyway.
Oh, I gotta count feet. Hold on. Oh no, this is only 10.
These are 10-foot
Okay.
squares, I thought.
Yeah,
Yeah.
these are 10-foot squares.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's 10-foot squares.
Okay.
All right, Mrs. Fitzbiggins, it's your turn.
All right. I hold up my hands in a non-threatening way. I want to impart 3 pieces of information to this owl using my
Okay.
Speech of the Woods feature so it can understand what I'm saying. Number 1, we're not here to hurt it. Number 2, we're not its food. And number 3, if it does what we say, we will feed it the Jabberwock.
I need you to, and I'll let you choose.
Mhm.
And you can either make me an animal handling check or a persuasion check, since you can actually speak to this creature.
Animal handling is +8, so I'm going to do that.
Okay.
I'm going to...
Your DC, and I'll go ahead and tell you your DC,
Yeah.
is 18. If you fail this, it's going to eat you. Or try, anyway.
Is this using my action?
Yes.
Okay.
This is your action.
Cast guidance.
You are making an active skill check.
Oh, no, it eats me.
It eats you. It's
Oh,
going to
it's-
try and eat you. What did you roll?
A 5.
How'd you get a 5 with a +8?
Well, 5 + 8 doesn't beat the DC.
All right.
It's
then.
simple math.
The rock makes 2 attacks.
Wait, is it a rock? I thought it was a giant owl.
It uses the rock stat block.
Oh yeah, no, I'm done.
You know, he could have, been behind the bars for this.
Does a 28 hit you?
Yeah.
28 hits literally anything.
Does a 23 hit you?
23 hits.
Okay, so I need a bunch of D8s. All right.
Things that Brickroad regrets.
I don't regret
10.
anything about this.
That's
Leonardo,
pretty low. That's only 18 points of piercing damage
Oh.
Total?
for the first attack.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
8, 12, 15, plus 9, 22 points of slashing damage.
From the second attack.
Yep, and that's it.
Oh, that's it, huh?
Yep, that's it.
Just 40 points of damage.
Right.
Sure.
I mean, you guys were told you could go get a magic greatsword to fight the Jabberwock directly. Instead, you
When
wanted to go make...
We
when
were
I
told lots of
to
things.
do that, you criticized me. How dare you? When I said this seems exceptionally dangerous, you told me I was being silly.
No, the NPC told you were being silly because you already have come this far.
Well, you are the NPC's liaison, and thus I place the blame squarely upon your head.
Yeah,
That's fair. Anyway, yeah. To Belshan, it's your turn. You can't get through.
Oh
the,
no,
they're too big.
anyway. I
Yeah.
can't get through the bars. I do have a pole arm, but
Don't kill the bird.
Uh,
We need this bird.
Right.
I yell out, Miss Fitzbiggen, gets out of there!
And Turvum, is that your turn?
I mean, I'm not going to attack it.
Okay,
Not yet.
we're back to the top of the order.
Are we?
Yep, Leonardo, it's your turn.
I'm gonna run in, grab Mrs. Fitzbiggen, and then run back, and I will take the attack of opportunity.
Oh, no, I'm going to oppose that. I don't want to go anywhere.
Oh, well, if you don't want to, I'm not gonna fight it.
Listen, this isn't the first time I've been bitten by a bird. It's no big deal. That said, I am almost dead. I have 3 hit points.
Is there anything you could do to help her?
I could cast slow.
You're going to
I would
like
knock it down to 1 attack and throw around.
Yeah, I mean that's literally all I think I can do.
I mean, is there anything you could do to assist with anything you want to try to do to assist with the skill check? Is what I'm asking.
I
That's
could
obviously
cast. I could cast friends. No, I mean, unless I can take the help another action to help in diplomacy.
She would have to take persuasion. Are you trained in animal handling?
No,
Okay, then I'm not going to allow that.
I'm an artist. The best I can do is paint them.
No, I
not
just
talk
had
to
to
them.
roll a 10 or better. It's fine.
You have, you could give her your talisman. Just don't forget about that.
I've used all of its charges.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
didn't realize that.
Yeah, no, I've been failing skill checks left and right and throwing the. I'm at 0 out of 3 on those.
All right.
No, I'm gonna cast slow. That's
Alright.
the best thing I can do to help her if she doesn't want to come with me. The
What
DC
is
is 16. Oh, it's wisdom, actually.
wisdom?
Yeah.
Wisdom. That's a 9.
Okay, so it can only take 1 attack per round, and it can't use reactions.
Well,
So
good.
now that that's happened, I leave.
Okay. This is Fitzbiggins. It's your turn.
Yeah, I just have to roll a 10 or better.
Okay.
And you're going to have to be ready to drag my unconscious body out of this cage.
Yeah, well, now that I've cast slow, I can do that.
If I roll another 5.
Hey, you can't take reactions now.
Yeah. Hey.
That's a 26.
Okay. This animal understands you. It gives you a confirmation that it understands you. But you could tell this animal also has a very low attention span,
Okay.
and it basically tells you to open the doors and it'll be ready to attack the thing. But you kind of also get the hint that maybe it's going to forget that you're not food if you stay too long in the cage.
Oh, that's fine with me. As soon as oh, I can't move myself. There we go. Yeah, hop over to the door and say Kansas and let this thing out.
All right, and then it leaves.
Then
So
I'm gonna-
basically, you have an accord with the
It leaves very slowly.
with Bloody Meat. Yeah, it's like,
is anybody else missing hit points?
Bloody Beak's still trying to leave because he's slowed.
Missing a few.
Well,
hit points.
I'm not dropping the spell until. How long does it last? Oh, it only lasts a minute, but
Yeah. So anyway,
I
after a
want
minute-
him to not be within like attack range of anybody.
Belshan's down about 8 hit points right now.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go back. I say outside the cage, but technically, like this is the cage.
Right.
Cast Aura Vitality.
Oh wow!
Alright.
So that,
1 minute rest.
So in 1 minute, everybody can take.
Where'd you get wounded?
Healing.
Well, actually,
Where did Belshan get wounded? Because I'm trying to remember when that happened.
I forgot I have temporary hit points from that apple. I have max plus 10 HP.
I got hit by something. I can't remember. I can't rightly recall what it is though.
so I need to roll 2d6 10 times.
just roll 10 d6 and everybody can grab the ones that they want.
My what?
Yeah, the way we do it is the way Destil does it is he rolls 10 d6 and then you just grab a pair of dice and apply it to your hit points.
Well, everybody recovers
so,
the effect.
Belshan, you can take 12 hit points. Take them or leave them.
I'll take him.
Okay, I'm gonna take the rest of them.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
4, 11 is 15. 6 is 21. It's 28. That's 39. All right, so that tops me off there.
All right. So,
We managed to avoid dying.
this door right here, can you see this door?
No.
By compass. I see it. Can you see the door now?
Yes.
Yep.
So at the end of the hall, there's a door, and by the way, you can still hear the gross eating sounds of this Forbian in this room over here.
Does it sound moist?
It's very moist.
No, that word is forbidden.
It's not. It's fine.
It's not. That word is fine.
This door, by the way, is
Door is
unlocked.
Involving cake, it is moist. Yes.
I I would like to open the stag door since we know that it's supposed to open. I want to see if there's a way to keep it open potentially.
Oh, that is not.
That's not the revealer. The owl's back.
Spike it.
Run!
Could spike it.
The walls of this room are lined with square compartments holding bundles of rolled paper scrolls. In the middle of the room, an elderly dwarf in gray robes, with spectacles resting on the tip of his bulbous nose, sits perfectly still behind a writing desk, facing the door. The dwarf's quill is dipped halfway into an inkpot, and his bloodshot eyes are fixed on a sheet of parchment in front of him.
Is he?
So this appears to be some kind of record room.
He seems to. He hasn't had any rest. Maybe we should wake him up.
It's temporal. It's a dwarf in temporal stasis.
Yeah.
We don't know his name though. But I guess we. I want to see what he was writing on. What was his? What was he working on
It's a letter.
when he was frozen in time?
Dear Rotten Ethel, you have requested access to ancient rituals handed down by Baba Yaga herself. Rituals that can be used to fulfill bargains. I regret to inform you that Igwilv is unwilling to share her knowledge of these rituals with you at this time. Your coven has much work to do to earn her favor. Until then, she wishes you well in your dark dealings with more...
Okay.
Dealings with whom?
It says Mort.
Mort?
It looks like he just got frozen in the middle of writing a word.
That's what they
We're
want.
probably
you to
writing
think.
mortals.
We need to find this guy Mort. Sounds like he has the answers we're looking for.
Well, Mort's stuck in that tower, that pillar of skulls, right?
Yes. I kid you not, though, Treble, when you stopped short on that, and I thought your internet was frozen in time.
Besides,
It's like, oh,
we all know,
Treble's
we all
just
know Baba
disconnected.
Yaga's dead. Like 8 yahoos killed her ass on Trennis.
So something interesting
Stole her hut.
is that we got a different name for one of the hags. I think right then, even though I didn't write it down.
Or he was writing to a different coven.
Yeah, different
That's
coven.
fair.
Yeah.
That's just to not muddy the waters. That is what he's doing. Basically, a coven requested Igwilv teach them how to do Baba Yaga stuff, and she's like, nah.
Ass.
Listen, if you've got to ask permission for that kind of stuff, you don't deserve to be able to do it.
No, you ask for forgiveness.
Not if you're a hag, you don't.
Okay, you don't ask for anything if you're
All right,
a
so
hag.
you're gonna try the.
So cover our bases. Let's open this door.
If you're a hag, people ask you for shit.
You should think hags would know better than to deal with other hags.
Right?
So this is a stateroom, and it's completely ruined. It's full of just furnishings that are smashed. The doors leading to this room and this room also just smashed. Nothing of value is remains in this room.
You were about to say nothing of value is lost, weren't you? We could see this. What is?
It's a door leading. It's so there was a door here that has been smashed open that leads into the ballroom. So basically, you can kind of just see like that far. Like that's what you can see from the angle you're at.
Well, let's go in and get a sense of this room.
All right.
This is where the Jabberwock is, isn't it?
I would hope the Jabberwock is too large to run through the hallways, so we can at least scout the area.
I mean, I'll peek around this corner.
You see the Jabberwock.
Yes.
A grand ballroom lies before you, the northern part of its floor littered with the splintered remains of 3 doors that have... So they're the doors here, here, and here. Like, and here. That have been knocked from their hinges, leaving openings through which you can see adjoining rooms. Throughout the ballrooms, royal courtiers stand motionless, their eyes fixed on a black iron cauldron atop the dais in the middle of the chamber. Dark vapors rise from the cauldron, and a huge dragon-like monster is coiled around it. The dragon's body twitches slightly, and its closed eyelids flutter as it dreams. 2 figures are frozen, statue-like, off to one side of the cauldron. An imperious middle-aged woman with long white hair, and white robes, and a younger woman clad in armor and wearing a white cape. The older woman is reaching desperately towards the cauldron, while the armored woman at her side is grasping a fine-looking quarterstaff. And just so from where you're at, you can see over here, and this room right here is basically the same as this one. It's just there's nothing of value in here.
So I want to. How would a Jabberwock fly outside from this room?
We don't have enough information for that yet.
Yeah, so I need to gain that information. Am I going to do that by going in and scouting out the perimeter of the room to see if there's like a bay window or?
Oh, so there are.
How big is the Jabberwock? Like, did it create these holes?
It's a huge creature. Yes, it is a huge creature. So it
Okay,
basically
so
takes
it's-
up a 10 square. So it could theoretically fit through these doors.
Are these all 15-foot gaps that it's created?
Yes, this is a 15-foot
Okay.
gap. Yeah.
Okay.
The Jabberwock is a huge creature, so it's like it takes up a 10-foot square.
Could we open this?
That doesn't go outside.
That's not patio. Oh, okay.
So-
Oh, also, I don't know how we get there.
You guys are not sure where the Jabberwock
Do we
is
know what's up?
coming in. But you can't. I will say this: it is pretty obvious that the trail of destruction that the Jabberwock has leads this way.
I want to sneak over there. Check it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
As long as you're quiet, you're fairly certain you're not going to need to make a stealth. As long as you're just quietly walking through, I'm not going to require a stealth check.
Even those of us wearing armor that causes disadvantage on stealth checks.
Correct. As long as you're just walking through quietly, no stealth check is required.
Oh, then we'll. all
Why
go,
why
I think.
don't you loud armor people wait over there by the door?
Okay.
'Cause first, I'm the quietest. Second, I'm the fastest. So if something goes wrong, I can bounce out of this room without having to worry about everybody else lagging behind me.
And the other one can teleport. So
If you
Yeah.
can teleport, then
Well, up to 60 feet. I
well,
think.
no. If you can teleport, you should still do what I tell you because I'm the teacher.
Oh, no, absolutely. I think you're much faster than me. Where would you like Leonardo to go?
Wherever you think you could be of use without putting yourself in immediate danger of getting eaten by a Jabberwocky.
Well, first, if he comes up to here, Leonardo wants to see what's in here.
You want to see what's in this room right here?
Yeah. Because then my intent is to do this.
It's the
This
round
chamber
table.
contains a round marble-top table ringed with high-backed chairs. Between the table and a curved wall of tall, slender windows stands a motionless, white-haired wizard wielding a staff that has a glittering frost erupting from its tip.
All these people are defending themselves.
because I would assume that the Witchlight Coven came in here and they were attacking them.
Yeah, but they're all in different rooms. Wouldn't they all be attacking this? Actually, this is not the
You,
conversation.
you guys
we're
were
having.
told that that it was a combined attack by the League of Malevolence and the Coven.
Okay.
Silly question. Do we know what Zabelna looks like?
Yeah, that's Zabelna right there.
It is her right there. Oh, shit. I thought that.
Yeah.
I should have
That-
said it.
That just, I was wondering if, one of the ladies frozen was Zabelna, but...
Yes, so Zabelna is she's a tall, middle-aged woman, very imperious looking, very disapproving glare, similar to Mrs. Fitzbiggins, except without the rabbit features. She has long white hair, and she has a tattoo of a crow's foot underneath one of her eyes. Not a crow's foot, a chicken foot.
Oh, man, I have an idea. I could just set her free right now.
Let's see what's up with this Jabberwock room first.
Yeah, that's
You
fine.
you could, but then the
Well, I
Jabberwock
mean-
would eat you.
Yeah, but she'd call it off, right? So I would get eaten and then teleport. And then she'd call it off, I hope. That's the hope.
Anyway.
Yeah, let's get the latest
Mrs.
Jabberwock room first.
But you're right.
So again, this room
Yeah.
right here has nothing of value in it. It's the same as this room.
Right, but I want to see the shape and see if there's any...
So like, what room are you peering in? This one?
Yeah, the one where the Jabberwock is sleeping.
Oh, this one? He's asleep in this one. It's us.
Oh, I thought you said we saw a trail
The
of
Jabra-
destruction leading into here, but we didn't see. The
Right.
Jabberwock.
So like it looks like whatever like wherever the Jabberwock is coming in from, the trail of destruction leads back this way.
Okay, so I'm standing in a position where I should be able to see the rest of P24 over here.
Yes, there's nothing in P24. It's just smashed furniture.
There's a wall
we-
right here.
Oh yes, there's a doorway. Sorry, I thought you could see
Can't
it.
see it.
Yeah, no, we can't.
And there is a room right here. And coming, if you intend to go into this room, which I'm assuming you are, this is what you see.
Okay.
The steam rises from a murky bathing pool. The tiled floor around the bath is cracked and ruined, as though something huge had stomped across it. Whatever caused this damage also left a gaping hole in one wall, through which you can see open air and the twilight sky. This is
okay.
Fitzbiggins.
Oh, so that's how it would get out.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's how it's getting out. This is Fitzbiggins.
Yeah.
You see Bloody Beak. Swoop by.
Nice. All right, so here's the plan. I'm going to wake up the Jabberwock and then bound out this window so it flies outside, and then I'm going to assume at that point that Bloody Beak will take things over from there.
What do you... Okay, what's step 2?
I think that was step 2. Like, step 1 is wake up the Jabberwock. Step 2 is get outside.
What's step 3?
Step
Here's
3
the
is
wall.
Bloody Beak will chase the Jabberwock away.
Okay, then what's step 4? Like, what I want to know is, are you committing suicide?
No.
Where is Profit in this?
I'm very fast and I can fly. I'm just hoping this is all going to work out. We have to get the Jabberwock out that... I'm assuming this is the break in the wall here. Get the
Yes.
Jabberwock from this cauldron outside this break in the wall without it attacking us. Unless anybody has a better idea, I'm just going to bait it and then hop out the window.
I am refusing to comment unless Mrs. Fitzbiggins actually comes back to us, because I don't know if you're going to actually try and do this immediately now that you've seen the lay of the land, or if
Oh, no,
you come
no.
back and confer with
I
us.
see what you're saying. No. We're definitely going to have a little powwow about this in the hallway.
All right.
We're just shouting it back and forth. The Jabberwock's like, "You guys, I'm trying to sleep."
Well,
Yeah, no, that sounds about right.
I feel like this is a... I don't know if we're quite that desperate to go with that plan just yet.
Okay, let's hear it.
I mean,
Well,
we have two other options. We can either we can get the sword to kill the Jabberwock ourselves, and then if we're losing the fight, then we can try and bait him out the window.
So to get the sword, though, we'd have to sneak past or defeat members of the League of Malevolence.
So, you were told that
There's a way on the second floor or something. Yeah.
Right, yeah. Because there might be a way on the second floor. If you're willing to take some risks.
I mean, we're willing to take risks here.
Look,
Right. So it's
so
risky either way, so yeah.
So, what if we start the fight with the Jabberwock and then I wake Zabelna?
Well, you can do that while I'm leading the Jabberwock away. I'm working under the assumption that there's no safe way to waken Zabelna without provoking this Jabberwock.
I do have to shout her name, so...
So the plan would be like me and Leonardo sneak up close to the cauldron.
Mhm.
Actually, I would probably sneak past him, overhear something, and start firing sling bullets at this Jabberwock until it wakes up. Get it to chase me over here towards the pool. Once the Jabberwock is safely far enough away, then Leo can get close enough to bring Zabelna back.
This is the
Now-
second time in as many minutes it seems that you've proposed using yourself as bait.
if you are absolutely, feeling like you're going to go through this plan, I give Mrs. Fitzbiggins my cupcake of invisibility.
Well, no, because the whole point is I need it to see me so it'll chase me.
Oh yeah,
Wait.
but I
But once I get out, you mean eat the cupcake?
Yes.
That's a good idea.
Leonardo
Yeah.
is rummaging through his pack and he says, "I have this packet of pixie dust. Somebody else could fly."
fly along with her.
Well, I could move faster because pixie dust only gives you the flight equal to your walk speed. Yes,
Yeah.
I've got you all
Yeah.
beat. Unless you're a monk, I've got you all beaten that because I can use my full walk speed and then I can use my bunny bounce.
I was just concerned about
I-
your lack of armor.
I
and
technically
health.
I technically have 35 feet of movement.
It's a pixie dust gives you a fly speed of 30 feet.
Of 30, so which is
Yeah.
equal to most walk speed.
Yeah.
I mean, I could just take the pixie dust and the cupcake.
That's fine. Yeah, if you want it, it's yours. It's only 1 minute, so you'd have to make it work.
Because I
That
can move.
cupcake is weeks old. It's probably all stale and stuff.
I can move 75 feet. I'm assuming this Jabberwock probably can't beat 75 feet on the ground.
The icing's probably all mushed to crap.
If you start your turn next to me, you have an extra 10 feet of movement for
Hey.
that turn as well.
That's fine
So-
too.
But I mean,
maybe you
that
should
would-
eat the cupcake. That way the Jabberwock chases me and not you. It can't see you.
I mean,
Because that gives me 85 feet of movement the first turn after it wakes up.
I mean, that's assuming it doesn't have something like the ability to sense blindly or whatever. That would ruin everything.
Lots of things would ruin everything.
I'm also working on the assumption that if we kill this Jabberwock, Zabelna is not going to be happy with us. Like, why did you kill my pet? You know?
question I have is, where's the Hourglass Coven in all of this?
Well, we've defeated
one
one
of
of
them.
them.
I
Dead.
think we're the Hourglass Coven now because we beat all of them pretty soundly.
But we're working under the assumption that they are here.
The two surviving members did say that they were going to. You just.
Be here.
This is a big castle. You've explored approximately, like, less than 1/3 of it.
Okay, well, I'm ready to pull the trigger on this Jabberwock plan. I'll take the cupcake and the pixie dust and lead the Jabberwock out the back window.
All right,
I'll give it to you.
I'm going to do two things then. First thing I'm going to do is cast Aid. And I will hit myself, Leonardo, and Mrs. Fitzbiggins. Your current and maximum hit points increased by 5.
Nice. Oh, are
Do
these...
temporary HP stack?
Yes.
Okay.
Because in this case, Aid is actually temporarily increasing your maximum hit
Right.
points. These are real hit points until the
Oh, I
spell
see,
ends in
okay.
8 hours.
Yeah, yeah. Temp hit points don't stack, but yeah, what he said.
Okay.
The second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cast is when we're actually ready to pull this off, I'm going to cast Heroism on Mrs. Fitzbiggins.
Now, concentration is a thing.
8 is not
8
concentration.
is not concentration.
Okay.
8 is just 8 hours. We have 5 more we have 5 more maximum hit points.
Are these back here? These are windows, yes?
Hold on. Where are you pointing?
Just these little
no.
white markers.
No.
What are
Those
they?
are not windows. It's just part of the wall.
Oh, okay. You described windows
Really?
somewhere looking out.
Oh, I would have guessed all of these are windows.
I would
Yeah,
have too. It's...
They might be windows. I don't know.
because they're windows
Because
down
some of
here.
them
in
are
the
partly into
center
the wall.
Well, you're going to have to make a call. Are there windows
let
along
me-
this north wall? And
I'm
if
going to
so,
say no.
no, there are no windows along the north wall. Okay.
Right.
All right, I'm ready to go.
I don't like this plan, but for time purposes, we're doing it. So I'm going.
And I'm excited to be a part of it.
So
Pull the
I
trigger
cast-
from here.
So before you leave, I will
Yeah.
cast Heroism on you. It lasts 1 minute. You gain 2 temporary hit points per turn
Okay.
for the minute, as long as I'm concentrating. And then I'm going back in the room, and I'm going to say a little prayer too, more than for your safety.
Everybody roll. As soon as you wake the Jabberwock, we'll roll initiative.
So should we roll now?
Well, is everybody positioned where they want to be?
Yes.
So you're
I
gonna...
I would suggest Belshan and Leonardo leave the room and get in the hallway.
I need to be. Yeah. Yeah. I could just bust through this door.
Kool-Aid Man style. All right. My D20 has shrunk.
Yeah, it
happens.
does that.
It happens when you like load a new map for some reason. And this guy is like an ugly like green color. Yeah. Anyway, so he's there wrapped around this cauldron,
Mm-hmm.
kicking its little leg in its sleep
Where's my
like a dog.
Where's my marker at? I vanished. Oh. Well, it's not my turn. I'm all the way down here.
Did
at
everybody
6.
roll? Okay.
Yeah.
So the Jabberwock is plus. So he's actually here. The Jabberwock, so we're gonna you have awoken the Jabberwock. Then we roll initiative.
Okay.
So the Jabberwock is awake, and it turns around.
It's not surprised.
I will say, yeah, the Jabberwock is surprised. That is a. I'll let you get away with that
When I'm awoken, I am too surprised. So
because it was like dead asleep. So yeah, nope, surprised.
Okay.
And it is Turvum's turn.
I pass.
This is Fitzbiggins.
Get the Jabberwock's attention. Do I have to do anything special to do that?
No, it knows you're there.
Okay.
It sees you. Although at the end of Turvum's. No, never mind. You're too far away. Go ahead.
Does it look like it's going to follow me?
In 2030. Oh, wait. I need you to make me a charisma saving throw. You're within 30 feet of the Jabberwock.
I'd rather not.
As it burbles to itself.
I'm fine.
So you pass?
Yeah,
okay.
it's a 20 plus whatever my charisma is.
You know what they say, Christmas saving. There's like a few kinds of saving throws you don't want to fail. Charisma is one of them.
Yeah, it's a 22.
All right, that's good. That's actually very good. That means you're probably not going to die now.
Good.
It's your turn.
I'd rather not. So, I need to get this thing to chase me.
Oh, it's going to chase you.
It's
It
going
sees
to
you.
chase me.
It's
Okay.
going to chase you.
Okay, I want you to pay very close attention here. I can move 10, 20, 30. Do I still have line of sight on it from here?
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm going to use my bonus action. Hold on, I gotta click the checkbox here. It's a bunny bounce. Another 15 feet. That gets me here. I still have line of sight on it from here?
You can draw a line.
I could draw a line from here, yeah. So as long as it can see me from here, and I'm sure it's going to chase me, I'm going to then ready an action. The trigger of the action is when the Jabberwock moves towards me, I'm going to take the dash action and move another 30 feet away from it.
All right.
And that's it. That should do it.
All right. Jabberwock makes up and starts flying towards you. So, like, whenever you want to make your move, it's chasing you.
Yeah, so I get another
10,
30.
20.
I can wade into this pool, right?
It's a bath, so yeah. It's not deep.
You know what? I'm not going to submerge myself. That sounds like a bad idea.
you're
It
small.
would be difficult
yeah.
terrain. But
10,
yeah.
20, I could just hop across. Because I've got a... What's my strength? Oh, my strength's 8. I can't hop across that. Never mind. I can just move across. So 10,
Your
20.
hop is equal to 10 plus whatever. Like Haregon have special hops.
Yeah, but I need to use a bonus action to activate. I don't have one right now.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But
All right.
you can long jump a number of feet equal to your strength score. So I could not hop across that corner.
Maybe it's the NPCs that have like their normal long jump is special.
I don't have anything like that, I don't think.
Yeah, I think it's just the NPC Haregons, because they don't the base ones like the Haregon bandits don't get like the I don't get the long jump, but they have like special. They don't get the bonus action, but they have a additional, a less powerful version that just increases their base jump speed. I need a dexterity saving throw from you.
I'm okay at these.
Let me see. How many d8s do I
I'm not okay at these. Never mind.
need? Okay.
Oh,
That's
I
a
don't like to hear that.
5.
A 5. Okay, I need 7 d8s.
Is that it? Only 7?
That's a lot of d8s.
So the Jabberwock is it's actually a pretty weak dragon. That's 11, 14, 19, 22, 28, 31, 33 points of fire damage as it shoots its laser eyes at you.
Okay. Well, I had 5 temp HP. Now I have 0.
That's good.
My
Well,
max HP was another 5, so that brings the damage down to 28.
You took 33 fire damage, which you
33,
could have
and I-
cut in half.
Nullify 10, so I think
Yeah.
23.
That's
That's
a
not bad.
120 foot long, 5 foot wide line of fire from its eyes.
Yeah, I'll be fine. I got lots of cure wounds left.
And that's the end of its turn. You
By the
get the
way-
sense, though, that it now can unerringly track you.
Okay.
You are marked. Does anybody else doing anything?
Leonardo is going to make an active perception check to try and figure out how far away this thing is.
Okay. You gonna open the door?
No, just listening.
Oh, okay. Make that a disadvantage.
Absolutely not.
Well, what is the sound of laser eyes?
Right? 8.
It's just like
Leonardo steps back and says, "I don't think it's far enough yet."
Yeah. It's the ripped off oh god. Never mind. The Star Trek animated series phaser sound effect.
Pew pew.
That's the vibe we're going here.
Pew pew.
okay, so Mrs. Fitzbiggins, it's your turn.
Yeah.
I gain 2 temporary hit points because of my spell. Save your life, man.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Okay. $30.
Uh-huh.
So what's the... Is it just like a sheer drop on a cliff? Like, what's outside here? How far of a fall do I have?
You can't see the bottom.
Oh, okay. That's exactly what I want. But I know that the bird is out there somewhere.
Yeah, you saw a bloody beak flying around.
So that's my movement.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to bonus action to bunny bounce right here to the precipice.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my action to use the pixie dust. Or no, not the pixie dust, the cupcake. Eat the cupcake, go invisible. The stale
Jabberwock's
ass
turn.
cupcake.
It doesn't recharge its laser eyes. 10, 15, 20,
I'm
20.
concerned
excuse
about
me.
this. It can track you on the Erringly thing that Treble just said.
Yep, and it
Okay.
knows it's flying straight at you.
Good. It's
It
supposed
knows
to.
where you're at. But
Body
it
people
can't
trying
quite
to eat him.
reach you. It's only got 60 feet of movement, so it can't quite get there. And at the start, wait, back up, Brickroad. At the start of your turn, I need you to make me a charisma saving throw. Wait,
Does it
where were you? Where were you at? Where did you start? What square did you start?
Jesus.
You might have been a little too far. No, you were a little too far away. But
Being all like, ooh, legendary actions.
well, it does have legendary actions, but they're all melee attacks.
Oh.
And if you start your turn within 30 feet of it, you have to make a charisma saving throw or be confused.
Okay, so is
I
that
think
it?
Brickroad was a little too far away, but yeah, 'cause I think you were here. That's 40 feet. That is the end of its turn because it did not recharge its laser eyes.
Okay.
We're just gonna real quick. Are any of you doing anything?
I would assume that I will.
You guys
You
were
hear
supposed
the
to.
sounds of shrieking and the singing.
I'm opening the door and seeing if I see the Jabberwock.
You do not.
Well, then I'm going to go in if the door is open now and there's no Jabberwock there. I ready the crystal and tab Zabelna with it, and I kind of whisper Natasha.
Okay. We will resolve that. We're going to take you, the three of you, unless any of you are going to run after the Jabberwock to try and help Mrs. Fitzbiggen. We're going to take the three of you off initiative.
Okay.
Because this is just between the two of them.
At this point, yeah.
I do have something I could do to help, but it would be strange that I would need to do that, I
Well,
guess.
you'll have to. Okay, then
So-
I'll leave you on initiative.
Yeah. Just
Mrs.
don't come to
Fitzbiggins,
me unless I
need-
interject.
I need a charisma saving throw.
Okay.
Please pass this.
Yeah, it's fine. It's
Okay, you're not confused.
21.
So it's your turn.
Okay, I'm going to, as an action, activate the pixie dust to give me a fly speed.
Okay.
And I'm going to bunny bounce 15 feet. That puts me like here-ish.
Okay.
That's my last bunny bounce. And then I can fly up around the corner.
All right.
And if it tracks me unerringly, that exactly suits my needs.
It comes out, makes eye contact with Bloody Beak, and you see like a Benny Hill theme music. You hear some Benny Hill theme music as Bloody Beak chases it off into the clouds.
Do 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 do.
Like
was-
the Jabberwock is like scrabbling through the air like a cartoon character trying to get away from Bloody Beak.
It's a Scooby-Doo situation now.
to
Basically,
be honest, I was half expecting the Jabberwock to turn right around and go back in the building.
That was my concern. I was going to cast Major Image and create a Bloody Beak, like right here, to scare it out the window. So that's why I wanted to stay on initiative. Was just in
Fair
case
enough.
it turned around, I would create the illusion of Bloody Beak behind it to chase it away.
well,
That was my plan.
That was rad.
That was
I
my
like what
only plan.
happened.
Yeah.
and that's the Jabberwock. You have taken care of that. Now back into the room over here.
Oh, I said what I did earlier. I'm sorry.
Right, yeah.
I touched the crystal to Zabelna, who I believe is Zabelna, and say Natasha.
All right. Once more able to move, Zabelna lurches forward to step, then quickly regains her balance. Damn, too late, she says with a snarl. Her eyes dart around in search of enemies before fixing on you. Have we met?
Hold my hand.
No, I don't believe we've had the pleasure. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. This might not be the time for introductions.
This
We-
is Lee.
Yeah. Well, no. Why? We freed you, but now what?
I'm Turvum. This is Belshan. This is Leonardo. You've been frozen in time for an undetermined period of time. We have just released you, but we have not freed the rest of the castle.
So, Zabelna listens to like you explain the situation, and by the way, like during the explanation, we could say Mrs. Fitzbiggins has made her way back into the room.
We're throwing a lot at you right now, but
she listen.
coming in.
Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna go ahead and drop a second level cure wounds.
You've been chewed on by a giant owl and
And laser beamed.
laser-eyed.
It's been a rough day.
Zabelna listens to you with rapt attention. Like, she gives you her full attention. And she is troubled to learn of what happened to Prismir during her imprisonment and vows to undo all the damage that the Hourglass Coven has wrought. A task that she says will unfortunately probably take considerable time and effort.